The plastics are off. Got the exhaust off. Got the forks off. Got the tank off. Everything. Tomorrow, gonna wash this all down. We're gonna take the header off, scrub the header. We're gonna take the subframe off, clean that rear shock, get in there, maybe lube up some of these guys, like this joint over here. Just make sure everything's good. We're gonna check the neck bearings, make sure this bike is still running proper, because we need it to be good for this hard enduro. It's day 2, moving everything out the way. Got the fuel tank, everything packed up over here. Got the wheels over there now. Got some Welsh MX on the laptop. Gonna try and get this thing on the stand out to there so I can try wash it all. But I think this is gonna be a very difficult job. So I don't know how I'm gonna move it. There's no wheels on the stand. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And that is how you do it. Just hold onto the bike, hold on to the stand, and you get it out here. I need to pause my Welsh MX. Alright, so now I got all the plastics, fuel tank, forks, exhaust air filter there, wheels over here, we got the frame right here, all the other bits and bobs. Gonna plug up the exhaust here, gonna plug up the air intake, and then we're going to get this thing going. Ew. Everything's off. So weird seeing this bike like this. I've never seen it like this. But it is a must do. If I get a 2-stroke, this will become a more regular thing to do. It'll be much easier. Even taking the engine out if I get a 2-stroke. Because these 4-stroke engines are crazy heavy. Alright, so I don't have one of those plastic guys that go in the air filter to stop water from getting in. So we're putting a nice fresh clean cloth in there, hoping no water gets in. I'm trying to avoid spraying any water in there. And then we got the normal exhaust plug just chilling in there. And I'll wash this guy down now. Try to avoid the actual hole in the airbox as much as possible. Now I'm just gonna scrub things down with a sponge and try and get all that dirt off. Try and get as much off as possible. Then it would be taking off the exhaust, cleaning this guy, checking what's underneath here, because this thing's always getting dirty over here. And it's other stuff. Gonna take off these guys, the triple clamps, and check the neck bearings. Gonna be cleaning the wheels properly, the forks, just also cleaning the plastics as well. Really trying to get those stains out that occur over time. And yeah, update you guys throughout the way. I highly suggest taking off your swing arm guards, because I didn't for the first while of having this bike, and now the swing arm is stained. I can't get that off. I'm gonna try to get it off. Now I'm just trying to get the bike over there, but I'm struggling to get this thing back inside. Most of it's clean. Got it pretty nice. Might go over it again. Gotta make sure I can clean this airbox now and get all this water out, just to be safe. But yeah, other than that, this thing is looking much cleaner already. Still got a couple things to still do. Some closer thing, like more in depth. Making sure this is all good. Getting in here properly. Cleaning everything in here. But yeah, it's going lacquer. Alright, so I'm trying to get this guy off right here. But I left the bash plate on when I took the wheels off, and I don't know how to get the bash plate off. So now I gotta try and figure out, I'm gonna use this stand, put it at the back here, and try and see if I can't almost put it into a wheelie to try and get this bash plate off. See how things go. Alright, so I got the bash plate off with a bit of help. Someone had to push up on the triple clamps, and then I had to move the stand out from underneath it while the swing arm rested on this stand. And then I took the bash plate off and then had to slide it back in. This bike's flipping heavy if you're just carrying it from there and using this as a pivot point. Alright, got all this clean as I can get it. Still got to clean that guy. There's other things, all the plastic still need to clean. Still got to get in there on that inside this guy right here. Then it's also taking off the header still, checking the neck bearings. Lots still to do. Gonna try and lift up this the subframe to get to the shock and try and clean the shock as well. And then still need to do that swing arm. Coming along nicely though. Don't know if I'm gonna finish today. Might have to only finish tomorrow, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Love to rip on Friday. Today's Wednesday. What? Yeah, today's Wednesday. I'd love to rip on Friday. Maybe tomorrow if I can get it done. But chew, looking good. Woo! This thing is being a struggle now. I can't get this axle in here in the swing arm out. So I'd like to lube that up because I don't know if it's lubed at all. But this thing won't move. Not with a mallet. Not with my force. I don't know what to do. The rest of it's going pretty good. Need to clean up this. I took the plastics off. Got that off. Got the rear shock out. Still need to take off the header. I think I'm going to leave the neck bearings and the header for tomorrow. I just want to get that off and then put together what I can put together. Like put these plastics back on. Not get my nuts thrown around. And I don't know if there's supposed to be another one. Just get whatever back together. Put that back on. Put the rear shock back on. Just get that all sorted. And then I can do the header and stuff tomorrow. And then clean all the plastics tomorrow as well. And then put it all back together. It's impossible. I can't get it done. It moves perfectly fine. So I assume that the bearings and stuff in there are perfectly fine. You can see it moving. I don't think there's a problem. I don't think I need to take it off. I'm going to clean this, chuck whatever I can back on. I'm going to take off the header now so that I don't have to do it tomorrow. And then I'm going to clean the rear shock, and just make sure everything is back where it needs to be and pack everything away. Alright, so I got the header off with much difficulty. I had to take out the whole rear shock, still putting it back in. Got it off though. Now all it is that neck bearing, and then just cleaning everything up, getting this air filter done, putting it all back together. That was a very odd and definitely gross experience. Got that thing off. All this water dripped right down onto the plastics. But as soon as I undid this bolt, and this bolt, they all like sounded like I was opening up a can. And this one right here is leaking something out. I don't know, there was stuff coming out of the gasket here. Very odd. This is all dirty. Gonna clean this up, chuck it back on. Then it's neck bearings, and then it's just cleaning everything else, putting everything back together. Finally, hopefully gonna be able to get this done by tonight. Should be able to. I messed up earlier while busy on the laptop. Deleted a lot of things. I'm trying to download like everything basically, but not everything wants to. It's very odd. Still trying to figure it out. Hopefully gonna have tomorrow's video out, 3rd of April. Last week's video for you guys. Hopefully gonna have that out by tomorrow. I don't know if it will be possible. Might have to delay till Monday or Wednesday or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. Thing is to mention is that be careful when you're taking this off, because you're undoing your clutch cover and then you have oil that leaks at the bottom of your clutch cover when you take this plastic cover off, and then it starts dripping down. So don't be alarmed if that happens, but make sure you tighten it properly, torque it down to spec so that it doesn't keep leaking. It's nighttime now. We got the rear wheel holding down the back end of the bike. Got the forks on. Still got to put all these plastics back on. Gonna put on the front wheel now to keep the weight, to have the front wheel holding the front wheel up from going down. Then we're gonna chuck on the rear wheel, then all the plastics and the tank, and hopefully this thing runs, because as it sits, we got nothing. Although the earth is not connected, but even when it wasn't doing nothing. So fingers crossed that this thing is gonna run properly once we've got it all back together. Phew, I'm sweating. Yo, got most of the bike back together. Still got the seat, bash plate, swing arm guards, air filter cover, headlight. But the rest of it's all on. Bike is running nicely. Very nicely. FMF. Still need to fix this flip and kill switch, but it works at certain angles. Yoo-hoo! It's so good seeing the bike like this again. Back on its own two wheels. Yo! Taken long, about 3 days worth of cleaning. But finally, everything's getting back together. Tomorrow, I'm going to go for a rip with the old man. He's going on the 500. I'm on the 350. Going to go rip some light trails. I don't know if we're going to do much technical. I have 0 back tire at this point. After the Slake Enduro and the far ride, there's just nothing left. So that's always lacquer. But, you know, we thrive, deflated a bit, and keep on riding. That's just how it goes. It is foggy up here. Damn birds. I have to go over footage again. That's how that's looking. And that's how these are looking. All the bolts are gone. I swear I never took those out. And I swear I tightened them. But they're not there. So I don't know if they fell out while riding or they're at home. What? Alright, so no luck with that. I'm going to check this camera. I'm going to check a file on my laptop and see if I can't get an idea where those bolts could be, because they're either out in the forest or they're in my garage, but that's highly unlikely. Woo! Horses! Got new bolts! Chop! Got new screws! Carbon tech back on! Gotcha with Ronin! Gonna be lacquer! Motocross boy back at enduro! He came back after last time. I think I need to push him a bit harder today. But I'm not feeling it. I am lazy. I don't think much hard enduro is going to be done today. I think just messing around. I don't know about that one. Wait. Hello? Well. I can't believe I just did that properly. Perfect! Oh yes. I thought my brakes were feeling pretty squishy. I don't trust this guy. No, he's gonna start his bike. Woo-hoo! But no, back end came right out. No tread. see it. Woo!
You got so lucky.
I did. Dude, as soon as I realized your bike was stopped, I was scared because the first kick went and I was like, oh, better start it. And then you didn't. So then I was like, well, if I don't go now, then I'm going to be stuck here. Then I gooid.